Hi guys! In this video I'm going to talk about the fresh face mask. I have a whole bunch. I think I have all but two of the face masks. The first one I want to talk about is Love Lettuce, and it says polishing almond shell is balanced by the skin softening qualities of almond oil and seaweed gel with soothing lavender essential oil and the magical cleansing tightening action of Fuller's Earth. And called Love Lettuce. It kind of looks lettucey, but there's no actual lettuce in that product. It's a typical green spa type looking mask, except that it's exfoliating. My esthetician does not love it. Well, she says I can put it on my skin, but she doesn't want me to scrub it in. And the problem with a lot of natural ingredients that are exfoliating is that they just crush up. This one has almonds and almond shell, and they can be extremely abrasive to your face because they're not rounded. Whereas if you pick out the right skincare products, they're rounded anyway. So she said I can use these, but I'm not supposed to scrub them into my skin. I can smell a little bit of lavender. I'm not big on lavender, but it doesn't drive me crazy. It's just very fresh smelling. And the very first time I used it, when I took it off, my skin was so radiant. It had this gorgeous glow. So I will continue to repurchase Love Lettuce. It's definitely one of my favorites. Another one that I tried was the Brazened Honey. Not quite as big of a fan. It says refreshing herbs and fruit juice are blended with warming, I'm going to butcher this, Ayurvedic herbs and spices with ground almonds to polish and moisturizing honey. This blend leaves the skin vibrant and revitalized. It's bright yellow. Again, it's another exfoliating one. Don't love the smell, and doesn't smell like honey to me. It smells kind of like, I don't know. It's definitely an herbally smell that I smell, but it's not. I just don't enjoy it like I do some of the other cleansers. Like I personally would not repurchase this one. I don't feel like it did too much for my skin. But one thing to mention about all these fresh face masks is they're made like up in Canada if you buy them here in the United States, and they're shipped like so. A couple of these I got like they were made on the 4th, and I purchased them on the 7th. So it took them like a couple days for them to get to California from Canada because I got them on the day that they arrived. But they're really fresh. They're good for like 3 to 4 weeks. They have a little expiration date on the bottom, like they tell you when they're made, who they're made by, and when they expire. So, but they don't last very long by any means. But you have to keep them in your fridge. They really shouldn't be out for more than 3 hours. And I haven't tested this theory, but I heard of people that have just left them out or forgotten about them or really thought it was no big deal, and they grew mold. So you don't want to do that. You really do want to refrigerate them. And I found that you get like 3 to 4 masks out of each. I personally put a lot on. They're 2.1 ounces, and they're $5.95. So I feel like that's a good bang for your buck. This next one is called Catastrophe Cosmetic. It says blueberries rich in beneficial antioxidants and full of vitamins and minerals reduce inflammation and have an antiseptic effect. Soothing chamomile, Irish moss, and almond oil with the gentle cleansing action of calamine save the day. I enjoyed this one. This is probably in my top 3 with Love Lettuce and another one I'm going to mention later. It has chunks of blueberries. I don't know if you can really tell, like, going on right up there. Whoop, and it's dripping. It's got, like, almost 2 textures. So there's, like, a thick one. I don't know if it's made of, let me see if it says. It seems like a clay. It says calamine powder and talc and stuff, but it seems like a clay consistency. And then there's, like, this really runny consistency as well. So I just kind of, like, mix it up with my finger before I put it on my face. I like it. I do feel like it's very calming to my skin. This next one I wanted to love because I've heard good things, well, good and bad things about it, but I've heard that it really clears up acne spots. And I do tend to get some little spots. And this one's called Cosmetic Warrior. And it says antiseptic fresh garlic and tea tree essential oils reinforced by deep cleansing kaolin and fresh grapes, aided by softening honey and free range eggs. I was hoping I was gonna love it because I love garlic, and everyone's like, "Oh, I hate the garlic smell." It is so strong, and it's like garlic and eggs and really an awful smell. I literally the entire time this was on my face breathed through my mouth because I was gagging. Um, the girl in Lush was telling me like, oh, she's like gotten used to the smell and like she loves what it does for her skin. I'm gonna use up this tub because I paid for it, and I'm cheap like that, but I don't really know if I'm gonna repurchase it. Like, I just can't handle it. And I'm not even really a baby about things like that, so it's pretty darn stinky. I also got The Sacred Truth, and this one says, the truth is we all need protection from aging. The vital antioxidant action of wheatgrass, ginseng, and green tea, enzymic fresh papaya, cleansing clays, and nutritious butters all combine to defend the skin. This mask delivers live, fresh, active ingredients which enhance and revive the complexion. Now, I'm only 25, but I don't think it's ever too early to start worrying about your skin aging, especially when like I spent time out in the sun, and you know, like you always got to keep your skin looking young. So I tried it. This one's kind of greenish too. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up. It's kind of clay like. I don't love the smell. It's very herbal. It smells kind of like the Brazened Honey to me, actually. I don't really know that it did much for my skin. Like, I didn't really see much of a change. But so I don't know. I guess it depends on you personally, like what you see. Then I really did like this one. It's called BB Seaweed. Um, It's relaxing and reviving fragrant mineral-rich mask to cleanse, soften, and beautify all skin. This blend is inspired by the sea, and it contains fresh, nutritious seaweed and seaweed absolute. Cleansing kaolin, antiseptic honey, and calming aloe vera and rose absolute make this a great mask for everyone. I was a little bit hesitant at first because, as I've mentioned before, I don't like the smell of seaweed. That really salty, I think, gross smell. But this one, and it even has like hunks of seaweed in there. It's kind of like a neutral beige color, minus the hunks of seaweed and other nuts and grains or whatever might be in there. It doesn't have a strong smell whatsoever. It just smells. It's the faintest smell. It just smells fresh. And I do feel like my skin is a lot softer, smoother, and I felt like it did beautify my skin. It did what it said it was going to do, so I would repurchase that one. And then my third, my very last one, which is one of my top 3 favorites as well, is the Cupcake. Excuse me. It says its action removes excess oil and calms breakdown. Restful mud cleans and soothes. Cocoa butter, linseed, and cocoa powder soften the skin. Balancing peppermint, spearmint, and sandalwood oils complete this effective and delicious experience. Now, I love it for 2 reasons. One is because of how it smells. And my lighting just changed, like the sun went down. I don't know if you can tell. It's brown. It looks like brownie batter. It smells like brownie batter or cake batter. I feel like I'm indulging myself in a treat when I use this. It's yummy, and I do feel like it really helps with my spots and fixes my skin. So I would definitely repurchase that. That's all I have to say in this little clip. I have 2 more things to show you. So one more short clip. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.